Welcome back. Now here's something that I'm very pleased to actually show you. This is Transformers Generation 1's Nautilator, I think I've pronounced that right, who is a Seacon, transforms into a lobster. And it's also got a Target Master epithet as well. Trying to use big words. Quick side note, I had this figure for years and it was missing his claws and his gun. Then actually, believe it or not, my parents found a semi-complete one on a car boot sale. I guess you Americans call it a thrift sale or flea market kind of thing. With the claws, sans guns. I've been trying to get hold of Piranacon for years and actually found him missing a few bits, which were the bits I actually had. And I actually completed him, but I didn't have his gun. But I managed to find his gun, which is cool. So his bio states that he's very useless as a limb for Piranacon and Dusty as well, which is why he's more or less acts as a Target Master. So there is another subgroup of Target Masters. So with that, like the colour scheme, only because I'm a fan of Master Force, that I like this character. Well, not necessarily this character, but this subgroup of Decepticon combiners. Like I said, I had this for years. Transforms into a lobster of some sort. Probably distant relation of Zoidberg. At some point. So that is what you have there. Now, bear with me. Just going to adjust this because it's going to get bigger. Right, now we're good. So yeah, that was the long and short of it. I just noticed a few dust spots. Fresh out of storage, clearly not maintained to a good acceptable level. His gun will actually... oh, more dust on there too. Aside from that, his mouth will open up. There is a gun peg there that you can fit him on. And then he's actually got artillery at the yin yang. And the additional pieces for all the Seacon limbs, at least. You have this. You have that. It looks like a gun, but it's not. It's a gun stand. So just squeeze that on for better stability. And the missing piece here is that. If you don't know what that is, you're not alone, because it looks a weird thing. So you may recognize these pieces on the combiners or other combiners for the limbs, for the limb robots. These actually have a third transformation, which I just alluded to. So this will have this peg here, and if I remember how to do it, let's first put that one on there. So, slot into place, hopefully. And he is a little gun stand for Piranacon. Piranacon standing right there. He's 100% complete. So Piranacon, probably one of my favourites, based on Master Force, or the Master Force cartoon. Like I said, I've had Nautilator for decades, and I don't know, I just like the colour scheme, I guess. One of my favourites is Tend to Kill, which is the left leg, again covered in dust, paintbrush on hand. And you're going to notice, if I just take him off for the moment, that actually Piranacon is unique among the other combiners, that he actually can alternate with different limbs for their different gun components. And you have to alter this one somewhat so he will fit on, and just unplug his hand there, and we shall put that there. That's going to sort of elongate his arm, but that's what happens. It's very tight maneuverability. Which I cannot remember how to do at this minute. We may have to sort of slide it over a little bit. There we go. All nice and secure. So yeah, he acts as a target master, as they all do, for the impressive looking Piranacon. Piranacon's one of my favourite combiners next to Devastator. But I just like the colour scheme, and it's very different. It's not the usual conventional cars or anything like that. So with that, I'm just going to leave you with this image here. Transform again. Make a quick transformation. Like I said, I had this figure for decades before I actually completed it within a matter of years, basically. I was very glad to get the rest of the team. I don't think there's any real place it can put them, but it balances it out properly, I guess. Very back heavy. And the fishing touch. His gun, which I spent £25 for. The whole figure itself is probably about £100, but I managed to find that as well, which was just destiny, I guess. So with this, I'm very delighted to share this one with you, because these are my favourite group next to the Constructicons. This is Transformers Generation 1's Nautilator, one of the final Diaclone based combiners, in which I mean they have the peg hole things, changed a bit after that. Released in 1988, and in Japan it differs greatly. These are this one was called Lobclaw in Japan. Had no robot mode. They existed more or less like Decepticons, which they were infinite numbers. And with that bit of nerdy information at the end, I think we're finished describing Nautilator. I want to do Tentacle at some point, because he's one of my favourite of the team. And with that, I shall leave you with Transformers Generation 1's Nautilator. And thank you for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button, and there'll be plenty more. Can't wait to finish off the rest of the team, because they're my favourites, like I said. And I'll keep you posted, and thank you for watching.